Gotcha. 7. What? Oh, Max?
Well, he's asleep, but yeah.
Gotcha. Well, he won't be a part of the test run.
Poor Cinder.
Alright. You ready for this test run?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so for the test run, all 6 of you find yourselves waking up on the ground, and we will go ahead and roll for initiative.
There's 6.
Well,
Okay, you get the same as me, Quinn. I got 12.
Temporarily crashed. What are we rolling for?
Just initiative right now.
I re-rolled, okay, Bubba? I got a 21.
Okay. 5.
How do you get 21?
Reverse the numbers. Roll
How do you get a 21? Reverse the numbers. Yep. This is where it becomes a strong suit.
I'm serious. I re-rolled it into a 20, and then plus the 1 for 21.
Guess what? I got a 39, so I rolled a D100.
I got a 7.
Oh man, we woke up Max.
Reverse, Look at the baby. Now look at the big baby. Whoa.
Quinn, why are you looking at yourself in the mirror?
Listen, he's playing Team Fortress 2, okay?
What is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. Team Fortress 2 is actually a great game.
No, he said, oh look, it's a baby, it's a bigger baby. I said, Quinn, why are you looking at yourself in the mirror?
Elvis, I had a bad dream. Mommy cried.
I was a squirrel.
Whoa.
Alright, so Bubba, you said you got a 15?
After reroll.
Okay. And then Quinn, he got a 21?
He got 12. He reversed the numbers.
Yeah, no, he got a 12, but then he
He
re-rolled.
rolled a nat
I
20
re-rolled
plus
my
1.
Yeah, so he got 20, so he got 21.
Numbers. It just can't.
It just so happens that the numbers are the ones reversed.
Yeah.
Suspiciously. TJ, what'd you get?
Okay, you had one topic about dice rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Beginning.
Yep. I did indeed. What'd you get? Yeah, we didn't discuss it yet. It's fine. Alright. What did you get, TJ?
I got a 17.
17. Alright, cool. Wimpy, you had a
5.
big numbers here. Myra, what'd you get?
Was this like just a straight roll?
It's a straight roll, and then you're adding a +1.
Okay, next I got a 12.
Okay. What'd you get, Boss Lady?
6 plus 1.
7.
37.
37. Alright, so we've got TJ leading off.
Ow.
He got a 17.
21 after we were both.
Myra, go ahead and re-roll.
I got a 3.
Okay. Alright, so then we've got Quinn, Bubba, Myra, and then Boss Lady, and Wimpy. Okay. Alright, so as I said, all 6 of you wake up, and you guys are laying on the grass, or like a grass floor type thing. What would you like to do, TJ? I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I would like to shoot up and yell, throwing my arms in the air. Oh, summon me!
Okay. All right. That will be your action. And so we'll run off of the three action system. So you've got one action, a bonus action, and then a attack action, and then one movement. And everybody's movement will be 30 feet.
I thought the attack and the action to do something and attack were the same thing.
So from what he was describing, they are separate. So we're gonna run off of that and see how it goes. If not, then we may bring them together.
I didn't hear that first.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So you jump up as you did. Describe that for us.
I just, set up really quickly and turn my arms up.
Perfect. All right. Do you want to move anywhere?
Can I roll for perception? Because I don't know anything that's around me.
Yes, indeed.
You passed the first phase.
I got a 15 plus 1, so 16.
16. All right. So you find that there are big, tall hedges all around you with openings every so often, as if you could walk into them.
Guys, we're in a maze.
Are we all in the same area?
You are all in the same area. You are all
I
waking
was kind of
up.
expecting us to all be different areas.
Yeah, I just wanted to
We're
clarify.
set up.
Are we all like?
We all fight each other to the death.
You all fight each other to the death.
It's Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I just figured.
Hunger Games one shot, training.
Plot twist: it's Maze Runner.
I guess I'll just run down one of the pathways and I'll
What's
end
the
up from
difference?
there.
It's a very good point, Wimpy. It's a very good point. All right. So you've made your perception. Did you want to move anywhere in particular?
How many pathways are there?
From what you see in front of you, there are 3, and then behind you there are 2. 5 in total.
I look at the ones in front of me. 1, 2. Ooh, 3 or...
All
And I
right.
head towards it.
Not too much.
So you're headed towards 3?
Yep.
Okay. So you go ahead and get up and you head on over towards there.
Yes. Do I care? No.
All right. So action movements are done. We'll head over to Quinn. Same thing. You wake up. What would you like to do?
I would like to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Roll. Yeah. 21.
Dang, back-to-back 21s. I like it.
I guess not based on my luck.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyways, so you're able, as you sit up, you're able to see that TJ is screaming and starts moving towards an opening in this big, almost looks like a just wall of hedges. And as you look closer, you do notice that there are openings within these hedges, and he's going towards one of those openings. You count how many openings there are. There are 5 in total. And none of them seem to have a clear shot to the outside. You can't see any daylight or anything outside looking through the hedge.
I'll walk up to TJ and say, "Stop yelling." There we go.
There you go. How do you respond, TJ?
You just yelled at me to stop yelling. What the heck, dude?
It's called irony.
right.
Ooh, metal.
All right. So your action has been used. Bonus action. Is there anything that you'd like to do as a bonus action?
No.
Okay. And you've moved. So we'll go ahead and slide over to Bubba. You wake up as well.
I'd like to sit up and do a perception check.
All right.
It is a 15 in total.
Okay. So you do wake up to the sound of TJ screaming. And as you look around you, you do notice that there are hedges everywhere. You also do notice that there are a few openings, 5 in total, and that TJ and Quinn have started moving towards a particular one over against one of the walls.
I'd like to. Is there anything different about like? Never mind. I'd like to go to one of the ones behind me.
Okay, got you. All right, so there's a left one and a right one.
I'll do the one on the right.
All right. So you go ahead and walk yourself over there. You do have a bonus action. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Bonus action. What specifies as a bonus action?
It would just be, at this point, it would just be an additional action. So if you wanted to investigate the hedge, or if you wanted to,
Investigate what I have on me.
yeah, go ahead.
It is a 14 in total.
Okay, got you. So you get yourself over to the opening, and you kind of start patting your little vest that you're wearing. You do find that there is a small note in one of the pockets, and all this note says is "Get out."
Thanks for the notice.
Some sort of bullshit.
All right. So
We're in the back rooms.
No, this is hedge.
Let's go.
This is head.
this is called the backyard.
The back rooms is yellow.
All right. So it's
446B.
We're in over the hedge movie, okay? We're in the hedge.
446B, aka the hedge.
all right. So with that, we'll slide over to Myra. You go ahead and you wake up as well.
Who am I? What am I? What's going on? What is going on?
Murdering children.
I would like to roll that, and I got a 5.
Oh,
So as you wake up in your panic, all you notice is that there are other people around you, and you seem to be closed in with all of these hedges, and you start to feel a little claustrophobic.
Can I re-roll my perception?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you get a nat 1, so help me.
I got an 11.
Okay. Well, so as the claustrophobia begins to kind of set in, your eyes are able to focus a little bit better, and you do realize that there's no roof on this area. It's just dark, and your claustrophobia actually starts to go away as you realize that there is plenty of space around you, and there are other people around. You notice that there's 2 people that are still look to be just waking up next to you, and a few others have woken up around you and seem to be standing near parts of this hedge.
I guess I'd like to walk over and be like, hey, what are you doing?
Okay. And who are we walking over towards? Are we walking over towards TJ and Quinn, or over towards Bubba?
TJ and Quinn.
Okay. So you go ahead and move on over there. You've used your bonus actions, but how does that interaction go with them?
I just kind of ask him, who are you and what's going on?
I don't remember who I am.
Do I look like I got some idea who I am? Why not D8? I can tell you.
Don't have to be so rude about it.
What are y'all fighting about over there?
I just don't remember what it is.
All right. As you all interact, that's where we'll end. That's where we'll leave you. Then we do have Boss Lady. Boss Lady wakes up as well. What would you like to do?
I'd like to sit up and roll for perception.
Okay.
Oh, what does that say? That's a 16.
Okay. So 17.
17, yes.
Okay. So you get up. You kind of get a little startled with Myra and how she wakes up. You look around and are able to notice that you have hedges all around you, and it seems that other parts of this group that you're a part of, so to speak, is starting to get up, move around, and investigate things.
We're playing as ourselves.
If you want to name your character, you can name your character, but other than that, I'll just use your names.
Okay. I want to get up and I want to walk over to the group and be like, what is going on? And who are you?
All right, so are you walking over towards TJ, Quinn, and Myra, or are you walking over towards Bubba?
TJ, Quinn, and Myra.
Okay.
Because they're probably going to catch my eye.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, they would be kind of in front of you.
Safety numbers, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you go ahead and you walk on over there. You do still have a bonus action.
I want to roll for history. See if I can remember anything.
Okay. She's rolling for history.
10 plus 1, so a dirty 11.
10 plus 1. So as you get over and you get closer, you do actually start to recognize all three of these individuals. And a quick memory pops inside of your head as you remember being inside of almost an all-white room with these three and actually 5 other people that have been around you, and it almost seemed like you were sitting in like a hospital waiting room.
Dun, dun, dun. Do I have any other actions?
Do you want to interact with anybody that's
Yeah,
over
when
by
I
you?
interact with them and be like, I remember you guys. Like, don't you remember sitting in the hospital room? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, they should be able to.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't remember if Craig clicked the little thing. I remember y'all were sitting all in the waiting room.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, you don't remember?
I don't remember. We were crying.
My brain's kind of fuzzy. I can't remember much.
All of these weird accents now.
Yeah, talking
We
out.
didn't originally have that.
Myra's accent.
Mara's accent is top notch, mate.
It fits her naming her character Nugget. It's works so well. All right.
Remember.
Is there any more to that interaction?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm way to-
So you guys continue to interact and kind of talk a little bit. With that, we slide over to Wimpy, who is the last to wake up.
Roll for perception. Specifically, I'm looking for my mother, and I roll on that one.
As you wake up, your brain instantly realizes that your mother is not around you, and you unfortunately latch on to what seems to be the nearest woman that is near you, which happens to be Boss Lady, as she's walking over to the group.
What is she latching on to? Is she latching onto my leg?
She is now perceiving you as her mom.
Oh, ma'am?
Mommy.
Ma'am?
Mommy.
Ma'am? I am not your mommy. Okay, let's stop that right now. Ma'am. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath. In through your nose, out of your mouth. Okay, does anyone know how to soothe this woman?
Punch really hard in the head.
I'm pretty sure that's a child, ma'am.
Does anybody have any
Is she a child?
Did you just ask if we had mints?
Who has mints?
I don't. All I had to say was up for them to get out.
Can I roll for perception if she's a child or an adult?
Sure, investigation.
Investigate. I got a 19.
You got a 19?
I got 30, 20.
So you do actually notice that that the woman that is clinging onto your leg and crying currently, she's actually a small 6-year-old girl,
Oh shit.
and she looks terrified.
Okay, honey. I'm not your mommy, but we will find your mommy, okay? Not your mommy.
Thanks, mommy.
I just kind of like roll my eyes and go, oh my gosh.
All right. Is there anything? You do still have a bonus action.
I'll just flop down on the ground and start crying.
Okay. So you flop down kind of like a fish onto the ground, continue to cry while flailing and just continuing with the mommy, mommy. And we'll slide over to TJ.
I don't know who I am.
Oh, you're crying too, aren't you?
Oh gosh.
I forgot it.
Yeah, that's what I realized. So you're saying I don't know who I am while crying.
I don't remember anything.
Did you roll and confirm that you don't remember anything?
I don't think he has to roll. Why would I? I don't know. Wait, do I count? So do I have to have him roll for history?
No.
And if he gets a high roll, then he doesn't remember, and if he gets a low roll, then he actually is faking it.
I'm just dun dun dun.
No, I'm just gonna let you not remember anything. If you so choose
It
to.
makes it more fun.
I would agree. All right, so the group is around. Is there anything that you would like to do? Any movements?
I would like to roll to see if he regains, like, composure.
Okay.
We got a 13.
A 13. So we'll just add a +1, be a 14.
One is what you said is what everyone has.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so the 13 was with a +1.
No doubt, so it's a 14.
Okay, got you. All right. So you're actually beginning to, as you're sobbing, you're starting to kind of gain composure, and even though there's a crying 6-year-old child on the ground,
I realize you like your shit.
you realize that you can't be crying at a time like this. That there's bigger and better things that need to be done.
Can I just, like, instantly just stop crying and just shoot up, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
What are we gonna do?
Well, we gotta get out of here.
I don't know really.
That's obvious.
Yes,
Yeah, we're able to hear you, Quinn.
can I roll to go knock out the child?
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. It's still TJ's turn. All right, TJ. So you got 2 actions and a movement. You've used 1 action, so you got 1 left, and then movement.
I know teacher's still doing something.
Oh, you're good.
I guess he just kind of heads over to the child. I would like to investigate if I have anything on me
Yeah,
to
sure.
help soothe this crying child. I got a 10 plus 1, so 11.
Okay. So as you're walking over towards the child, which isn't too terribly far away from you, you kind of begin checking your jean pockets, and you also pull out a very small piece of paper, but yours have the letters RRLR on it, and there's a space in between each of those letters. Nothing else is on that note.
I just freeze and hold up the letter. Did somebody put this on me? I don't remember this.
It wasn't me, mate.
Why do I have one in the party?
Something tells me Quinn's gonna catch rabies.
I think I live.
The little girl has rabies and bites him when he hits her.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hold on. All right. So yeah. So with that, TJ holds his hand up and he asks if anyone gave it to them, in terms of his letter. So Quinn, Quinn, you can go ahead. You're looking to hit the kid.
I'm looking to hit the kid on the noggin and knock him out.
Okay.
Knock her out.
All right, sounds good. So you go ahead and make your roll. Apply a +1 for strength. And Wimpy, you can, let's see, your armor class is going to be a 10.
It'd be
And,
like a 2 for a 6-year-old. No, I'm kidding.
well, 10s.
You're a strong 6-year-old.
Listen. Whatever. Okay, I didn't have a good comeback. I'm trying to think. Would you like to counter roll for anything?
No, just sitting there crying.
Fair enough. That makes sense. No, she's just sitting there crying. All right, Quinn, what was your roll?
11.
11? And that's with the +1?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's a +1, so it's 12.
It's 12? Okay. So in that case, and just for the sake of, this being a test thing, there's no actual damage that's going to get applied to anyone. So, all right, yeah. So you go walk over. Explain to us how you walk over and
Hit the crying.
beat this kid.
I just stride over, get next to the kid, and lift my arm up and just bang, hook him in the front of the head, in the top of the head.
So what is the response to this?
This one's ruthless.
Oh my gosh!
Is he successful in knocking me out?
He doesn't fully knock you out, but he definitely gives you a very, very big headache.
Oops. Oops. That was not the medicine.
You are an evil man.
You made her cry harder now.
I'm gonna go for the second round. Can I go for a second round? Did you try to hit her?
You do. And then after your turn, we're going to go back to Bubba because I completely missed him. I apologize.
Oh. Can I'm gonna roll just so I know what it is.
You're good, yeah. Did we get to know what the roll was?
It's 14.
14? Okay.
What is secret?
So interestingly enough, your second hit, how did your second hit go?
Just gonna How do I put this?
He's gonna show us.
Just a smack.
Just a smell. Okay. All right. All right. So
Point
you,
is, she's going to do.
so yeah. So you decide to hit Wimpy a second time, and this actually is successful in knocking her unconscious.
No, that was definitely not medicine.
And she is now laying there practically lifeless on the ground.
You have to carry her.
You're a child.
Alright?
Gladly, Weinhund. And take care of it, Fraulein.
Can I roll to like just smack him as hard as I can?
Now roll the dodge.
No. Because
And
you've used your actions, you've used your movement. We're going back to Bubba, who is observing quite the interaction. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm still facing the hedge walk away. So
Oh, you're right. You're right. So I guess you just hear the conversation happening, and a couple thuds,
yeah.
and a lot of
And then
crying,
the crying
and then the
stops.
crying stops. Yeah.
Well, if I take the note what it says, I got to get out. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use my dash action and run this way into this area.
Okay. So you're running into the maze through the opening in front of you.
Yes.
Okay. Got you. All right. So you go ahead and you use your dash, and you're actually able to get around two corners, and
Yeah.
you find yourself faced with three options. You can continue to go straight, you can take a left, or you can take a right.
I would like to go straight.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and move you on straight. And as you continue, you're actually met with a T where you can only go left or right.
So I'll go left.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for. We'll do a dexterity saving throw.
It is a 13 plus 1, so 14.
Okay. So as you turn left to continue on down, you hear a very quick and brief sound. And as this happens, you feel a very sharp pain hit you in the shoulder.
Ow!
As you look down, there is now a 4-inch spike buried into your shoulder.
Ooh.
Wimpy left. It was too gruesome for her.
Well, she's knocked out anyway, so.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt that.
She's a guy, so. No, I was kidding. Jake from State Farm. Listen.
No, dude, I actually going to delete some pictures off my browser.
Oh, gosh.
God.
All right. So that's where we'll end up. That's where we'll leave you, Bubba. And because that was actually no, you use your dash, and then your movement to go forward again. And then you went left, which actually no, you have one more action. What would you like to do?
I'd like to do a perception check on what stabbed me in the shoulder.
Okay.
It is a 18 plus 1. It's a 19.
All right. So even though you have this spike in your shoulder, you take a glance down after looking at it, and you realize that as you turned, you stepped on a pressure plate, and You instinctively then look straight forward to see if anything came from the direction in front of you, and you notice that there is a small cylindrical tube about 50 feet in front of you, buried in the hedge wall of a dead end that you now stare at.
Well, crikey. Well, then my turn.
All
That's
right.
number 2. I want to pet it.
All right. So TJ and Quinn, you guys both had your turns, so we'll slide back over to Boss Lady, who now has a unconscious kid at her feet, and Quinn aggressively standing kind of in front of her after
Like to
attacking.
Scold Quinn.
Roll for intimidation.
Can I roll for ignore?
Roll for ignoring? No, you can't roll for
I
ignoring.
got a dirty 17.
A 30-17.
A dirty 17.
So your words hold quite the intimidating tone, and your scolding will turn out to be successful. How does it go?
Sir, there are other ways to get a child to stop crying, and hitting a child is not one of them.
Did you see any other way to get her to shut the hell up?
Yes, I did, in one of which ways you clearly did not see. It was
Obviously,
unnecessary.
you're not fast enough.
As soon as she wakes up, you will need to apologize to her.
Okay.
And then I want to roll for perception to hear if I hear Bubba get fucked up. I got a dirty 8.
No, you do not hear it.
Damn it. Sorry, Bubba.
All right, you have one more action.
I ran into the hedge, which is probably not like the reality.
Yeah, he was too far away anyways.
Okay. I wasn't sure. There
I only
was-
went that far away. I started on the opposite side of the.
I was low-key hoping for a 20, you know? So,
You have one more action.
anywho, I want to see if I roll for perception to see that TJ pulled out the note. Oh, I got a dirty 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to see that he pulls out the note, and obviously you all hear his question
Okay.
of, did anyone put this in my pocket?
I would say, no, I didn't, but can I look at that?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
All right, so you take a look at the note,
Yep.
and you notice the letters R, L, R, and there's a space in between each of them. And that's the only thing that's on the note.
Got it.
And the note actually does appear to be torn, as if a part of a bigger letter.
Shit. Okay. I think I might know the way to go, but I'm not sure. I say that as I address the group.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. So with that, we'll slide over to Myra, who has witnessed a girl get knocked unconscious, as well as the declaration that an item has been discovered in a pocket. You've also already replied to that you didn't do it. So, what would you like to do?
I'd also like to do an investigation to see if I have any.
Okay.
I got a 15.
All right. So you kind of start tapping around, start searching your person, and in your left shorts pocket, you actually pull out a small piece of paper as well, and it shows the letters LR, and on the top left corner, that is very pristine and perfect, there is a number 2 that is circled.
Guys, look what I found!
Oh,
And I walk over and show them my paper.
Okay.
Oh, you have one too. That's so interesting.
So interesting.
Are we all like perceiving it? and
Oh,
actively, like,
George.
looking at
She
it?
is showing you it. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. It has a number 2 at the top of the paper.
Yeah. Does that one have a number on it?
I don't remember.
I hand it back to TJ. So that way he can
What's
see.
this?
You see no additional numbers,
Interesting.
just the letters.
Oh, I haven't checked for mine.
Well, let me check for you.
Be my guest.
Sleight of hand?
Just investigation.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh no.
I got a 3.
Oh no.
Am I about to get fondled?
So you go to help search her person, and as you do this, you notice that she has no other pockets other than one pocket that sits right at chest level, since she's wearing overalls.
Was it just overalls? And then I got a shirt on too, right?
Yes, you have a
Okay,
shirt
good.
on underneath it.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I guess I'll reach into the pocket.
Okay. With your 3 roll for investigation, as you reach into the pocket, you find you're having a hard time feeling around and if there's anything in there.
It's a little flat.
Unfortunately, it's actually not really flat. There are other things that are pressing up against the area that are making it tough to get all the way to the bottom of the pocket. And that's where we leave you. And we'll slide over to Wimpy, who is currently unconscious, and I will ask to roll a d20.
Okay. That did not land. That is a 7.
A 7. Unfortunately, you are still unconscious.
Doesn't she have three things that she can do? So can
Yep,
she
you do
roll
have a
some?
bonus action. You can attempt it again.
Okay. 11.
All right. You're actually you begin to wake up again groggily, and find yourself with a rather strong headache, and you feel the back of your head and find a small bump.
Oi. Got some kind of hangover or something?
Are you like a 6-year-old?
It's a 6-year-old that's seen some shit, okay?
That's just your weird
A 6-year-old waking up. Oi, 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 oi.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's an anime reference too.
I could have woken up and decided to speak nothing but Japanese. I chose to spare you from that.
Thank you. No.
I gotta finish that sentence.
No, no, no. No, you're not finishing that sentence. You're not finishing that sentence. All right, Wimpy. So you've woken up now. All you have is a movement, as well as like interaction, like talking.
Just like stand up and like rub my eyes.
All right. So as you stand up, you find that you only come about halfway up Boss Lady's. You come up to her waist, basically, is the top of your head. And
Are you tall or am I short?
I am short.
you are also able to notice that another woman seems to have her hand in a chest pocket.
In my chest pocket?
No. So her hand. So all right. So as you interact with Boss Lady, you notice that another woman is reaching over towards Boss Lady and has her hand in Boss Lady's center pocket on her overalls, in between her
Hey.
big bosoms.
Hey, lady. Alright, I am 100% in support of the LGBTQ plus community. But there's a time and place for everything.
What do you mean? I'm just checking in her pocket, mate.
Yeah, she's just helping me out. I was
I'm just
unable
gonna
to
leave
check
it
one.
at that.
Teamwork makes the dream
How
work.
did we get here?
Don't ask.
There's a reason why I am the queen of chaos.
All right, and so that's where we'll end you. So we'll slide back over to TJ, who is now back in possession of his note. Sorry?
Okay.
I wholeheartedly cannot understand what that is. Who are y'all? Okay.
My name's Nugget. What's your name?
I don't remember.
My name's Nana.
Like burning with a bed?
Yes.
Cool. What's my name?
I don't know, mate. What's your name?
Chicken.
Tony!
Tony.
All right, TJ, go ahead and roll history.
I got a 19.
Ooh.
So as she asks, I don't know, what is your name? You actually are hit with a memory, and this memory is of you in a rather all-white room sitting on what looks to be like a hospital bed. Nobody is around, and then suddenly somebody comes through a door and goes, "Well, Mr. Ezekiel, it seems that they are ready for you now. Are you ready?" And that's all you remember.
But you remember your name is Ezekiel.
Your name is Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Nice
I
to
just
meet
saw a
you.
man in a white room. Did y'all see it?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Does Zeke remember?
Well, I remember the waiting room. And I remember seeing you in the waiting room.
I don't remember this.
What's the waiting room?
Well, it happened, so here we are.
Can I roll to just like run off?
There.
No, you have you have your movement.
Room area.
You have movement. You can just run. Where do you want to run?
I just go into one of the corners and sit on the floor doing.
wait. So we're running away from the entrance
To the corner. You want
to the maze or to the hedge, or do you want to run into the maze?
I just put my finger in my mouth. I
Okay.
come to the conclusion that Zebra is mentally insane.
Okay.
Right, I think
Or
we're
mentally
not
unstable.
I possibly. We'll see how it goes, Wimpy. We'll see.
This man is going down the wind.
So yeah, you run. You actually stay in the center of the area where you first originally came. You just run to the opposite corner and sit in the corner and begin doing your thing. And that's where we'll end your turn.
I'm there.
And we'll slide over to Quinn.
Okay. You know, a perception to see if the child's crying again.
Yeah.
Ten.
10. She is no longer crying and now seems to have a rather manly voice.
You need to apologize.
Do I?
Yes. My intimidation worked the last time, so yes.
I sincerely do not apologize. For something I do not regret.
Look, honey, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's just say bygones be bygones, alright?
Yeah. Bygones. Yeah. Gonna be fun until you're bygone.
Look at all you.
You are a How tall is she? Can I roll perception to see how tall she is?
Yeah. Actually, roll investigation. Same thing. Just let me know what it is.
Okay.
Just roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll a 20 and add 1.
21. She put a 20.
Was that? Is that
That's the
three?
third
Is that
one.
3 21s in a row?
Not in
No,
a row,
not been a
no.
while.
Oh.
because
Just tonight.
this one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're able to, as you observe this girl talking to you, she sits roughly about shoulder height to you.
Oh.
So you almost see eye to eye.
Punch her. Yes. She's at arm length. That's good.
Look here, you.
That's good.
I lived through the Depression, and I lived through the war. And I survived both.
And you haven't still got me. Height.
So I'm willing to let whatever you be apologizing for fly. But if you continue to disrespect me, you continue to do that, you're gonna find your foot that falls so far down your throat, it's gonna be coming out of your ass. You understand me?
According to my diagnosis, that is not possible.
I can't hold it up here.
All right. Quinn, is there any actions that you want to do?
No.
Have you checked your pockets yet?
Can I check my pocket?
Yes, you can.
I'm done.
All right.
Do
What,
I roll?
just roll a d20 and then add 1.
If you knock me out, I will wake up speaking a foreign language.
Gladly.
What did you roll?
10.
Okay. So you start searching your pockets while she's reading you the riot act, and you're able to pull out a small piece of paper, and on this small piece of paper, there's just a big giant L, and on the top left corner, there's the number 3, and it is circled.
Get that L, man.
Yeah. Can I roll to see if there's tape in my pockets?
If there's any what?
Tape in my pockets.
Any tape? Sure.
Okay. 19. Dirty.
Interestingly enough, there's a very small roll of black electrical tape.
Can I take a piece of this tape for an action and stick it on this piece of paper, not covering up the L though?
Yeah,
Okay. Isn't that all my actions?
that is all your actions. And do you want to move anywhere?
Oh no. Oh, I didn't want to move something, but I gotta go back. So.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, in that case, then we'll hang out with you there, and we'll head back over to Bubba.
Okay, so I'd like to turn around and walk back towards the T.
All right. Interestingly enough, you're actually still at the T. You barely made it around the corner when you stepped on that.
Okay, I'd like to do a perception check down this other way.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Perception check. It is a 19 plus 1, 20.
Very nice. So as you look down the other way, you do notice that as well is a dead end, and that there are pressure plates as well lining the floor if you were to head that way. As you're discovering this information, though, there's a very bright light that gets shined on you from above, and you begin to get very, very hot.
I decide to walk back down the middle of the T and go back to whence I came.
The light follows you, and you arrive back in the central area.
Is that back with us?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the central area?
Well, actually, no. Actually, there was the one T that you went where you went straight at, or the 3 options. So you're back at that intersection. So you can go left, you can go right, or straight, which returns you back to the central area. But the light is still on you. You're getting warmer and warmer.
I go back to the main area.
Okay. You go ahead and move on back to the main area. And as you do come out, you do notice that the rest of those that were around you seem to still be over in the other corner, outside of one of them who has moved to the opposite corner and seems to be having a mental breakdown.
And the light's still on me, I'm gonna guess, right?
The light is indeed still on you, yes. And you are starting to sweat now.
Are we all perceiving?
Everyone else actually roll for perception outside of TJ.
18. 19. Dirty 19.
I got 18.
What did I get?
Everybody's rolling perception except for you because you're having a mental breakdown.
3.
So, interestingly enough, everybody except for TJ and Quinn are able to notice this bright light, almost like a spotlight, shine on Bubba as he comes back to the central area. And it does illuminate the spike that is in his shoulder. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Bubba?
It's an alien.
Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think we're supposed to be here. I got a letter in my pocket that says get out.
I just gotta stare at him and go.
He's an alien, he's trying to abduct us and look at our inside.
Oh, what's on?
You're too distracted with
Honestly,
your
I don't
electrical
think I
tape.
want to know what she just said.
Alien who, Lucy?
So they do kind of yell it at you. So you are able to hear it.
Oh.
But with that, we'll leave you there, and we'll slide over to Myra.
Oi, what's going on with you, mate?
Are you talking to Bubba?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I found a couple dead ends. So I stepped on a pressure plate, got a spike stick in my arm, and then all of a sudden this very hot light is shining on me. Sorry if I'm losing. I think I'm a little dehydrated.
Here, let me help you out. Now take my hand out of Boss Lady's pocket, and I run over and try to pull out the spike.
Okay. All right.
No, don't do that. I know not to pull out a sharp object. Don't do that.
All right. So you've made it all the way over to him, actually, and you are firmly grasping this spike.
Come on. It won't hurt a bit.
Roll a d20.
Unplug the hole.
I want to roll a deception check to have her not do this, or a best persuasion.
Persuasion is what you'll need.
It is 14 plus 1 for 15.
What'd you roll, Myra?
I got a 7.
So interestingly enough, as you go to pull this out, his words are very persuasive, telling you to stop. How does that go, Bubba?
Oi, don't do that. I'll bleed out and die. I'll have my family to get back to.
Alright. I guess I'll let you go.
Gosh, you have anything for this heat? It's hot here.
There seems to be some kind of light again. Look, a light shining down on. I don't know exactly how to fix that.
Maybe we can all yell at the light.
Does Myra feel the heat from this?
She is beginning to start to feel the heat, yes.
Do you got an umbrella?
Can I do an investigation check to see if I have a random umbrella?
Yeah.
No, I probably don't. Isn't that one?
No.
Or is my umbrella? I pick her up and hold her above my head.
You actually search your left pocket and pull out a very, very small wooden drink umbrella.
Well, I guess I do have an umbrella.
I don't think that's gonna help you, mate.
What do you mean? It's plenty big enough. I just gotta get under it and put it above my head.
Surprisingly, it does shade the very small circle that it is covering ever so slightly.
But you're still hot.
But you are both still beginning to get hotter, and Bubba is starting to sweat profusely now. And Myra, you are actually beginning to sweat.
Do you have an umbrella?
I don't know, let me check. I got a 19.
Interestingly enough, you are able to search your pockets, and you actually pull out 3 of the same sized drink umbrellas.
I got these ones here, mate. Here, I'll give you 1 and 2. And I put them over my head.
Oh, thank you. I'll put the other one above it. No, not too long.
All right. And with that, we'll move from Myra over to Boss Lady.
Am I feeling the heat?
No, you're not in the light yet.
Okay.
You see the two. You see Myra run over, or Nugget. You see Nugget. Oh my gosh. Would be put in the chat. I'm so done.
And with the accent too.
So you're able to see her run over there, and and begin to try and help and pull out those small umbrellas.
I would like to double check my pocket to see if I can find anything, because I feel like Nugget might not have dug deep enough.
Okay.
I got a 18 plus 1, so 19, dirty 19.
A dirty 19. So you decide to check your own pocket this time. And you are able to reach all the way down to the bottom. And you actually find two things. You find a small brass key, as well as a tiny drink umbrella. That unfortunately is broken.
Oh man. Well, I would like to take my tiny drink umbrella and walk over to Bubba and Nugget and go, I can't join the party, mine's broken.
Oh, you come join the heat party?
I have come to join the heat party.
It's a real sweat fest, mate.
We're all gonna lose a lot of weight this way.
At this point, a pool of water is beginning to form underneath Bubba's feet.
But no, just the brass key.
No,
Okay.
just the brass key.
Well, I have a key.
Oh, where do I go to?
Part of me wants to take a little Boston freak and throw her in there after knocking her out so she drowns.
She's awake.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
What do I have left?
All you have is one action.
I'd like to try and open my drink umbrella.
Okay. So you go to open your drink umbrella, and this is where you discover that it is broken, as one of the supports that are holding the umbrella part up have been snapped completely in half.
Oh.
So you are able to open it, but only 75% of the way.
I go, aw.
I'm sorry, Myra?
I said, oh, bad luck, mate.
Terrible luck.
Who's Bubba?
When I was looking for anything in your pocket, I'm sorry.
That's okay, but I found this key.
Who's Bubba? My name's not Bubba.
What is your name?
Bubba, roll for history.
Ooh! That's good. I thought it was 18, but it's a 13, so it's a 14.
Okay. So when the question is asked what your name is, you actually get a memory flood back to you. And this one is of you being strapped into what looks to be a hospital type of chair, but it's flat and it's standing straight up, and you hear the doctor start to explain and talk to you. He goes, "Well, Mr. Tony, this is only going to hurt a little bit, and since you're the first of the test subjects, we're going to make sure that you get the biggest cut if you make it out. So we'll give you the first clue." And then your mind reverts back to where it is.
Tony, but all I remember is this being strapped into like a doctor's chair. I was about to be cut open.
Whoa.
That's gnarly.
Snarly is if I was being cut open, I wonder how I'm alive.
Sound, just saying. Sounds like alien abduction to me. Which would explain that UFO above your head.
Wimpy, go ahead and roll for perception. And we will go ahead and transition over to Wimpy's turn.
I got a 2.
So, yeah, you just perceive this extreme. As you say this thing about the UFO, you point up to the extremely bright light that is above you all, pointing down on top of Bubba and Nugget. Or, I'm sorry, Tony and Nugget.
My name's Tony. What's your name?
What would you like to do, Wimpy?
A little history check.
Yeah.
I'll roll a history check, see if I can remember my name. That is a 15.
So as you start pointing at the what you think is a UFO, you get rushed with a memory, and your mind brings you back to a very pale white room as you stand in front of a small counter, and a nurse goes, "Well, here you go, miss. This is going to be the forms and the papers to sign. All you got to do is make sure that you fill them out completely, truthfully, and without any type of regret. The doctor will bring you in for the procedure, and then after which, if it is successful, then you will receive the reward that you need to pay for your cousin's surgery, like you told us. Now, make sure that you write your full name, okay, Mrs. Lakowski? Make sure that you put your full name, alright? So make sure that you look at your driver's license and the whole 9 yards. We need it all." And you take the form and you go and sit back down next to the same woman that you remember, or that you are now calling your mother. And as you write the name, the first name of Helen is printed onto the paper, and then the memory fades and you find yourself back in the maze. But you remember your name is Helen Lakowski.
Because of the flashback, do I revert back to being a little girl?
Interestingly enough, you do not. You retain.
Murkowski.
What's that? Your drop kickle?
She goes, Lakowski, and he goes, "Did you say you're drop kickable?" All right, evidently. So he asked if you are drop kickable.
You? I'm going to choose to continue to ignore you. Because obviously, no one ever taught you no manner. Aight? Now, let's figure out what that UFO is. People keep pulling papers and stuff out of their pockets. Do I got any of this? Am I the only one without one? Can I roll for investigation?
Yep. Roll for investigation.
Oh, just catfish the boys.
That's 12.
Okay. So as you say this, you start to kind of fumble through your pockets, and you're actually able to pull out a small piece of paper as well. This paper, when you look at it, has the numbers 1, 2, 3, a question mark, and then a door. Like a little drawing of a door. It's a rather long piece of paper.
That's very weird, and don't say nothing about aliens.
All right. So you've used your actions to do your history checks. Is there anything that you like to do movement wise?
Nope.
All right. So with that, we cycle around back to TJ, but before this happens, the bright light in the sky begins to pull away, and the bright light that was so focused on Bubba and now Myra gets bigger and bigger. The heat diminishes until the whole area is now illuminated, and it feels as if it is daytime. A very loud sound and a very loud noise is heard, and it sounds and resembles talking. But the big boominess of the voice means none of you are able to understand it. And before you're able to act, a giant hand comes down and grabs each of you very carefully and delicately and places you outside of the maze and into a very small plastic hermit crab cage.
Wait. Oh, it was aliens.
And with
Oh my
that,
gosh, it's all over again, mate.
the test is over.